So I recorded a video last night after the Arthur Murray Medal Ball, which I posted about, by the way, and TikTok ate my video. So I'm going to try again. This is take number 3. Hopefully it works this time. I wanted to share some news. Last week I went backpacking with my boyfriend of just about a little over 4 years, almost 4.5 years. The 4 years have gone really fast. I will just say that for the record. We met right at the beginning of COVID and have just been kind of rocking and rolling and adventuring. And we have a bunch of kids that are all in college at the same time. And his younger two are becoming independent. This is a very exciting time for everyone involved. We were on day 2 of a 5-day trip in the Marble Mountains, which I also posted about, and I was completely filthy, which is kind of funny. I did wash my hands though. I had sticky hands. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I washed them in the lake. He cleaned up a little bit when I went up the hill to go pee, and when I came back down, he asked his sister-in-law, who just happens to be a photography instructor at the local college, to take photos of us. And when he did, he for the third photo, I should say, he dropped to one knee and he proposed. I was completely shocked and completely taken aback, and I have some thoughts about being a repeat bride at age 50. So, the last time I got engaged, I was 25, and I had been dating the guy that I was with for about, I think, a year and a half or something like that. I was 25, he was 36, and we both had this timeline in our heads, right? Like, this was a checklist item: get married, buy a house, have kids. And we both had, been through relationships in the past and thought we knew what we wanted. They don't teach any of this in school. So we were both like, okay, we want this and this and this. And we just didn't honestly we didn't overthink it. We just kind of did it, right? He proposed, we got married. We were married close to 20 years. We got divorced, and he is now remarried. And it was one of those situations where, if you know what a passport bro is, that is what he did. He decided that the United States was not the place for him to retire. So I'm home in California, and our kid is 21 and lives with me full time, pretty much. When I got engaged the last time, I felt like it was around the time when a lot of people were doing it, or they were thinking about doing it, and they weren't quite ready yet. And the vibe was like, oh, you're engaged. That's cool. Well, let me know when the date is and I'll see if I'm available. And we had a small wedding, 50 people. And people were like, okay, well, this is cool. Well, thanks for the wedding. It was fun. And wished us well. And that was it. I was terribly afraid, announcing my engagement at age 50, that either A, no one would care, or B, they would kind of roll their eyes and go, why are you doing this again? Or C, they would just snicker behind my back. Now, maybe they are doing C, but I have not gotten a whole lot of, why are you doing this? I have gotten nothing but excitement and love and support from everyone I've talked to, pretty much. My matron of honor from my last wedding actually offered to help me plan remotely. She lives in Washington State and I live in California. My other friend, who just got married a year ago, and that we've only known each other a few years really, but have grown to be pretty good friends, offered to help me do some planning as well. And I just can't, I'm just bowled over. My coworkers really surprised me. They were over the moon excited, and some of them kind of lost their shit when I told them, quite honestly. I can't believe it. I think part of it, it's not just that I feel relatively rare to see this happen at this age, but also because people kind of know what we've been through in order to get here, and the path that we had to go down to get to this point. Also, I have to tell you, if you are someone who's over 40 and divorced, it does feel very different. Let me elaborate. So last time, again, I was 25. We were ready to get married and start a family and do all the life things, okay? And it turned out he was the wrong person for me. We were the wrong people for each other. This time around, it feels like a very momentous occasion. Like, it feels like I'm standing at the precipice of something huge that is way bigger than either of the two of us. And it is. It's kids, it's cousins, it's siblings, it's the whole rest of the family. His sister-in-law, who was with us on the trip, made a comment looking at a photo of the two of us saying, wow, we look like sisters. And I almost teared up because I thought, like, I have a sister and I barely know her. She's my half sister from my dad's first marriage, and I don't really know her well at all. I get to have a sister. Like, how cool is that? And it's someone that I know and completely admire and look up to. Eric's niece said something on Facebook like, I get to call you Aunt Nora. And I thought, how cool is that? I have a couple of nieces already, but again, we've just kind of like met in passing, and I get to have another niece and someone that I get to know. All this family now is involved, and it just feels like this huge thing. Like, this is how it was supposed to be all along. So I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter than I had intended because I want to get this message out. If you are over 40, over 50, and you've been through divorce and you're feeling like, I just don't know if marriage is for me, or if you're thinking that you might still want to try to find your person, I'm here to tell you that you absolutely can, and this is absolutely possible if you want it. It is not easy. It was a lot of work to get here, but it is definitely available if that's something that you want. And because everyone's going to say, like, show us the ring, here it is. It is, it's an exceedingly rare stone. It's called a bonitoite. It is only mined in one place in all the world, which is Coalinga, California, which is about halfway between San Francisco and LA. That is significant to my fiance and me because he's originally from LA and I am originally from the Bay Area. So that is perfect for us. It changes color a little bit based on the lighting. It can be like a vibrant blue. It can be a grayish blue. It can be like a pale blue. And it also it's completely fluorescent under UV light, which is not true for apparently all the stones, but this one in particular, it glows like a motherfucker under UV black light. I think black light is shortwave UV light that you have to use in order to get it to fluoresce. So anyway, there is the ring, and I am beyond excited. I can hardly believe this is life now. Just wanted to let you know. I'm in a parking lot and it's noisy here as all get out, which is funny because it's a sleepy shopping mall. But anyway, I just wanted to impart that message of hope that there is love out there for you if you want it.